Okay, Colton, we're going to take a look at your punting video. We'll let it run through a couple times, do a slow-mo, then I'm going to break it down and make some comments and some suggestions for you to help you improve. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's get right back to the very beginning here, Colton. I want to get you in a stance, and you're doing some pretty good fundamentals here. You're done, you're kicking, and now you're punting, and I see some really good things here. But I'm gonna be a little nitpicky with you. I want to make sure you're getting a stance. First of all, right here, I want to make sure you ought to be in a stance where your feet are as wide just underneath your armpits there. Okay. And you might be just a little bit narrow on this left side right here. Your right looks pretty good. Your left's a little narrow right there. So get just your feet just a slight bit wider, just underneath your armpits, okay? And we want your feet, you're a right footer. We want your feet opposite of this. We want your right foot, your punting foot back, and your left foot forward, okay? And the best way to do it is just have that left foot forward and have the toe of your punting foot lined up right in the middle of your left foot. Okay, so but have the left foot ought to be slightly, so right here as you see it, just make it just the opposite. You want your punting foot's the one that's got to be back. And the reason you want it back is because you're right-footed and you want 2 full steps. And you'll see a lot of punters, you'll watch some NFL punters, some of them they'll line up just like I'm explaining, and they'll take a short jab with their left foot, a full step with their right, and another full step with their left when they punt the football. Or they'll just take a step with their right foot and a step with their left foot. So they're either a 2-step punter or a jab and a 2-step punter. They take a short little jab. So just so you know that. But you need to have the punting foot slightly back in order for you to maximize those steps. Okay, so just switch your feet there. And then what we're going to be, when you're in your stance, you want to be relaxed. You got your arms. So you got your arms kind of, they're right there, they're kind of tensed a little bit. Now learn that. You look on that shirt, it says Ray Guy. That image on your shirt is Ray Guy. And I learned this from him. He always wants his arms relaxed down to the side. Just relax, shake your fingers there. Just let the arms kind of hang. Be relaxed. And then the moment the ball comes, you raise your arms to catch it. And that keeps your shoulders from getting all tense. You want to be nice and relaxed when you catch that football. So here comes the ball. And you want to catch that ball with your arms outstretched, just like you're doing. Good job. Catch the football. Then you got to immediately get the ball in position with that right hand like you're shaking hands with somebody. We talked about that on the field. It looks like you're doing that. See how you're getting that hand there on the back of the ball? And then your left hand's going to go more to the front of the ball, which it looks like you're doing. You did a pretty good job. Good, pretty good position there. And so now, that's a good position right where you are right there. I want to keep that ball right there, right around rib cage, right around that rib. So right in that area. So you might want to raise it just a little bit. I'm trying to keep it right just below the rib cage. And you want to have that back hand, your right hand is on the back end of that football. You're not palming it. There's a little bit of separation from your palm and the ball, but you got your fingers on it really good. And your left hand is just like a guide. Now it looks like you got your left hand kind of more under the ball. Just kind of keep it to the side of the ball, okay? And it's just a guide. It's just all it is doing is just controlling the ball, helping you control the ball as you take your steps. But it's going to immediately come off, and then you're going to be controlling the ball strictly with the right hand. And you want to get your arm in a handshaking position. Now, right now, you might have you look like your upper arms like this, and your lower arms down like that. That's what it looks like from the side. Would be from the side. I want the upper arm more like this, and the right arm parallel to the ground, like you're shaking hands with somebody. Okay. So right now you've got it kind of down a little bit lower. Okay. Get it up. Get those arms parallel. You got the ball right over your right leg. It looks pretty good there. Let's see what happens here as you step. Now see how it's kind of, see how and you do really a pretty good job here, but you're getting the ball a little outside. See, it's coming outside. And when you take it outside, it causes that left foot to go in front, almost in front of the other one. But you do a pretty good job on the steps. You're standing on that line. We put you on this line because we want you to learn to step down the line. And punting is just walking right towards your target. And I'll tell you something right now, Colton, you're doing a pretty good job of that. You're staying on that line. And remember on the field when we were out there on the football field, we did those that had the punter shoot. And that was that little we put on the ground. It was like this. And it just had the closed ends there. And you all actually stood right in between that. And we call it a punter shoot. It keeps you on the line. So right now you need to just kind of pretend you're right there in a little alley right there. And you want to stay within that alley. And again, you do it. Now the ball's slightly outside your foot, but not much. Slightly outside. But what you do here now, you see how you're holding the ball? You want to hold this football and you want to turn the nose in. Now you're doing it almost, but can you see the laces? The laces right there on the top. You want them aiming at least outside your shoulder. And it looks like you're almost there with it. See how the ball's kind of turned in? But right here as you start, you're kind of straightening it out. See, now the ball's straight. And then as it's straight and you drop it, watch how it turns. Now it's turning, the nose is turning outside. See? And now when you hit it with your foot, you're cradling the ball, but you got it cradled this way. But we want to cradle it this way. Okay? You're cradling it just the opposite. So you want the front point right here, right there, the front point, you want it over here. And then the back point, you want it over here. So just the opposite, what you're doing. Instead of like this, we want the ball like this. And that's what causes the spiral. And you want to drop the ball. You don't want to drop the ball with the nose down. You want to drop the ball with the nose, both the back nose and the front nose. You want it nice and level as it falls down to the ground. Okay. So you want the ball nice and level, and you've got the nose of it. See how the nose is kind of down toward the ground, but we want the nose. So the nose would be right inside here, and then the back part's back there. Just the opposite of that. And the ball will come off when you hit it like that. It keeps and you do see right here where the tip of the ball, it won't touch your toe of your shoe, and the back tip won't touch the ankle. So when you do that opposite like you're supposed to, just the opposite, the back tip won't touch the ankle and the front tip won't touch the toe, and you can compress the football. You'll hit the middle mass of that football, the center of the football, and that's where your foot, when you hit it, it will go into the ball and it helps explode off your foot. And also it'll turn clockwise. It'll spin as you get a spiral. Good plant leg. Now we want you got a good plant leg there. Keep that toe point. See how you got your toes pointed? Keep the toe pointed right here. It looks like your toe starts coming up. I can see the bottom of your heel. I'd rather just see just the front of your toe. Keep the toe pointed. It's a good plant leg right there. I like your body's position here because you're almost like perpendicular to the ground. That's good job there. We just got to hit it more solid. And you get like a reverse spiral. See that right there? You're getting a spiral like a left-footed punter is because you had the ball dropped on the wrong angle. So turn the ball again. Make sure you get that ball. I want it facing this way instead of that way. All right? And drop it flat. And you want to drop it a little bit higher. It's going to drop right about where you're hitting the ball, about on the support knee level right there. So you're hitting it a little bit low. But your body's pretty good shape. Left arm, now that left arm's like a counterbalance. Let that arm go ahead and come on up. It'll kind of come up. Don't let it cross your body. Just let it come up straight up the side. If you ever wonder, look on that picture on your shirt, and it shows Ray Guy. You can see his arm, how he positions the ball. That's an actual picture. We just have the silhouette of him on the shirt. So look at that, how he has his arm there, and you'll come up to it. Let the right arm just you're taking that right arm behind you. You're almost like doing like your soccer kicking. Let that right arm, keep it uninvolved. It's just hanging there. It's not doing a lot. It's just, it's very little involvement. It might bounce a little bit, but it's definitely not going to go behind your back. And see how you're coming up. Good plant leg. It's a good plant. See how your plant's nice and firm. Okay, but You see how your foot stays on the ground, your left foot, it stays on the ground. We want it, as your plant's going to look like this from the side. It'll be planted, and then once you punt the ball and fall through, you're going to lift off the ground, then you're going to land back down the ground, and your foot will be slightly ahead of where it took off. So this foot will come off the ground right here and land ahead a little bit further, right in front of it. As when you're at your mat, right about here, this is when it'll come off the ground. You get all your power into it, and you go up and forward. It's like how you did on your kicking, where you skipped after you kicked. But the punt, the skip step barely comes off the ground in a field goal kick, extra point kick. On a punt, the foot you'll lift kind of up and forward. You'll go off the ground a little bit, up and forward, get all your power into it. Okay? Another good job at the camp, buddy, on your punting. Colt, I'm going to do a little extra comparison here for you. So this will help you on your punting, maybe pick up a few more pointers. This is a young man on our left here in the screen. He's a very talented college punter. He's one of our past #1 kicker punter combinations at our camp, and he's very good at punting. And we'll show you how he gets in his stance. There's his stance. You can just kind of see the difference right here, what we're looking for. You got your kicking foot, have that kicking foot on the line, what we always try to do just to get the line. We're just trying to get you to see a line for you. See how his arms are relaxed down to the side there? You can kind of see a visual. Look at the width of his feet right under his armpit. Look at this stagger of his feet right there. Remember what we just said on the stagger. So yours are just the opposite. We want your feet just like this right here. Your punting foot slightly back. Watch as the ball comes to him. Once he has his arms real relaxed, he reaches up, catches it. He has his arms outstretched. He molds the ball, keeps it right over his leg right there. See how he has the nose kind of angled in? And look how level the ball is. Let's watch you right here. Catch your arms outstretched, get it set. You got yours, see how low, you got yours down toward the waist. Now, I will say this right before you drop it, you come, you have it right in the same spot. You keep it pretty good consistently, but we got to get the ball a little higher. And see, he holds it right there. He holds it a little higher, but look where he drops it. Right there is where he's dropping it, right there. So it's about right below the rib cage is where he drops it, and that's where we're looking for you, okay? So when you get that right there. Now see how you kind of turn your body. He's staying straight toward me, and you're kind of turning your shoulders a little bit. He's keeping his shoulders square toward me. And again, he's coming down this line, and you do a good job. You step just a little bit outside that line there. Let's watch him here, how he continues. He's just slightly outside. See, even he's a little bit out right there. But look how he positions that ball right here. See the difference is right here? Look at the position. Your ball, look at his. You got to have yours just like his is, okay? You want to have that ball. He's got the ball pretty level. The camera's looking down. The ball from the side is level. The nose and now it's level. But he's got it turned in. You can see how it's turned in so it could cradle his foot. Yours is the opposite. So we need to get your football just like his. Turn it this way. Have it come across this way. All right? Look at your plant foot. Plant foot looks good. Your right arm and his right arm looks similar. Your left arm is uninvolved. In your left arms, it's important to keep your left arm. It's counterbalancing. Watch how he hits the ball. Look how it counterbalances it. It keeps it out there. But that arm, you just have it down here, and we want to kind of keep it out and away, have it kind of up in here, just so it can help you balance as you're bringing this punting leg up. And you see you're moving. Your left arm wants to do it. We just got to let it come up a little bit. Let it come on up. Now watch how the plant right here, you're coming up through it, and you can kind of see how he comes off the ground. See how he lifts off the ground? He's a lot older than you, buddy, but I'm telling you, at your age, you're ahead of the game. You've got a lot of really good fundamentals. I just wanted to kind of compare, give you an idea of a college athlete here, and let you kind of see, give you a chance to have something to shoot for, set some goals. A really good job at the camp, Colton.